my name is Tim Cleaver. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to play Blood and Thunder by Mastodon on the guitar. So it's been a few years since I last did a guitar lesson here on YouTube. I think my last lesson was Dope Smoker by Sleep. And that's got almost 10,000 views now, so that's pretty incredible. So thank you for watching that. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for subscribing. I stream on Twitch as well. So if you're into that, go ahead and follow me on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/TimCleaver. The link is down below in the description. Mastodon's new album, Hushed and Grim, right around the corner, coming out this Friday, as of today. I figured it's high time I did another guitar lesson. And this is for Blood and Thunder, one of their most well-known, recognizable songs. I've seen other guitar lessons on YouTube, only 2 or 3, and I thought they were all lacking something. And my thought process is if I could kind of take the best bits and put my spin on it, and most importantly, the spin in this official guitar tab book as well, Mastodon Leviathan. This would be the ultimate version of that song here on YouTube. So what I did was I transcribed most of the riffs basically from Blood and Thunder into Guitar Pro, and I'm gonna insert them into the video when I break down the riffs. So the song is pretty simple if we break it down, which I will do. So yeah, like, there's plenty of covers of this song on YouTube that kind of just play along with the tabs, but they don't really take the time to explain things maybe, or to break it down. It's just a play along with the tabs, and that's great. But I want to really break it down and take some time and show you guys how to play it. So I will play through the song, and I'll cut out each individual riff and have that as me playing along with it, and then I'll take each riff and spend some time on it as well and focus on it, and have the tab for that part at the bottom of the video, or top, we'll see. Probably bottom though. So before we start, I should mention the tuning. We are in D standard tuning, so that's one whole step down from E standard. I've seen this song transcribed in drop D and in E standard, just slowed down a little bit, but that may sound close. It's not the way Mastodon plays it. It's not the way Brent Hines and Bill Kelleher play it. So it's D standard. You got your low D, G, C, F, A, and high D. All right, so this is Mastodon, Blood and Thunder. And that's it. Okay, now I'll break down the riffs and play them at a slower speed and kind of focus on the intricacies and the details. Okay, so like I said, it's in D standard tuning. The tempo is approximately 96 BPM. Quarter note is a beat. So, starts at the 7th fret on the A string. And even though the strings are tuned down, I'm still going to refer to them as their proper standard names. So this is the main riff. Very simple. It's only 3 power chords. You got your D, your E, and your F, interspersed with some low chugging on the low E string, or low D string, since it's tuned down to D. And you want to slide up from every 5th fret up to the 7th fret. You don't want to pick that second time you play the 7th fret. Like that. And you want to leave I guess a rest, even though the tab doesn't say it is. Like I said, I copied this directly from the official book. It sounds like there's like an 8th note rest in there or something, but and yeah, I've heard some people play it like this. And that's wrong. There's an extra chug in there which they don't play. And the last beats and a quarter is, so you play that first on the and of the 3 on the 2nd bar, and then you slide all of those the last 4 16th notes in the last bar, or the last beats of the last bar. And then you slide into the first chord when you repeat the riff as well. So it's like, even though the first time you do pick it. So again. That's it. And I play the chords with my index and pinky finger. That's just more comfortable to me because I could move the chords faster than playing them with my index and ring finger. But of course you could use those fingers as well if you wish. One more time. That's the main riff. This is the chorus riff, the White Whale Holy Grail riff. Yeah, so that's a really interesting riff. It's built on, I guess, like a diminished scale or the diminished notes. It's basically, if we're in standard, it's E, G, B flat, C sharp, E, and G. Those notes make up that. So yeah, it's basically the first note is a dotted 8th note, and then the last note is a 16th note. So it's 1 E yanda, 1 E yanda, 2 E yanda, 3 yanda, 4 yanda. Or is it? No, sorry, it's not. It's 1 E yanda, 2 E yanda, 3 E yanda, 4 E yanda, 1 E yanda, 3 yanda. Yeah, and you want to make sure you get that slide in there too. That pick slide, that's vital. I've seen some lessons without that, and it makes the whole song. It makes and breaks the whole song. You got to have that in the third bar there. So again. And even though it doesn't say in the official tab book, I put a slight vibrato on each note that's kind of held a bit longer. Especially the half note in the fourth bar. This one. Right before the last bend. And of course you want to put a vibrato on that last one as well. Yes, and for the pick slide, I just kind of turn my pick so that the left side of it is like flush against the A and E strings. And really dig in so it sounds really kick-ass. And there is a slight variation that one of the guys plays live, and on the studio recording too. I haven't tabbed it out, but it should be pretty easy to figure out for you guys. The beginning is just the same, but then it goes. So instead of playing power chords with the root and the fifth, one of the guys plays octaves. So that's 15th fret on the low E and then 17th fret on the D, that octave shape, down to the 12th fret, and then back up to the 16th fret. That's one guitar part, and then the second guitar part is so that it doubles up the fifth of that C sharp chord, so it sounds like that. Just added another octave on top of that fifth note. And that's the chorus riff. All right, now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. This is the interlude riff. It alternates between 5/8 and 6/8 time signature, keeping the same pulse of the eighth notes in the verse and chorus though, so it keeps the feel. But yeah, counting wise, it's a little bit of a challenge. It's like I said, 5/8, 6/8, 5/8, 6/8. And there's basically 4 guitar parts happening for the first part, and then it decreases to just 3 parts, according to the guitar tab book. And I'll name them interlude rhythm, which is this, and then interlude solo, which is what is heard on top of this, and then interlude lead A, B, and C. So this is the interlude rhythm. Just start with an E power chord, 2 16th notes. And then for the second time you want to play that bar, you want to hold another 8th note. I know it's very hard to count if there's no other music playing with it, but yeah. And then you're going to play, I guess, an inverted D power chord with the A at the root. So it's the 5th fret at the E and A string. And you want to kind of lightly raise up your fingers and not totally let go of the strings, but just kind of rest your fingers on top of the strings for the part that's marked with the X. So it's like, count it as, okay, so if the 8th note is 2, then the 16th note should be 1. It's going to go by really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which is 10 because it's 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's easier to play it than to count it. Yeah, don't let the time signature and the notes there kind of throw you off. It's a lot easier to play than it sounds, or a lot easier to play than it looks. Okay, so this is the interlude solo section, the guitar part that's playing on top of the previous part that went like. So I'll play it slow. It's like this. Try it again. Yeah, so all the notes are an even length except the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, where you kind of do. It sounds more like a trill than the triplet 30-second notes. Yeah, I think if you just play that over and over again. That should give you an idea of the rhythm. And that's basically all it is. And then, yeah, so that's at the 12th fret on the B string. You just move it down 2 positions in classic Mastodon fashion, where they have one riff in one position and they just move it up or down a specific number of frets. That's classic Mastodon. So again. Down 2 frets. And that's it. So every second bar is just another last 2 notes thrown on to make it 6/8 as opposed to 5/8. So like that. So that, yeah, you'll notice the 5/8 bar is, and then 6/8 bar is pretty much the same, except the last 2 notes are repeated. And then again, 2 frets down. I haven't tapped it out, but there are 2 other guitar parts playing during this part, and it basically makes up a B power chord. Like, that's what I reduce it to. So we have what's written here in tab. The next part, I guess, would be based on the 7th fret on the B string, on the F sharp, if it were tuned to standard, but it's actually E, I guess. Same pattern, same riff, just starting on the 7th fret. And then move down to the 5th fret. And I am using alternate picking, down, up, down, up. I think I am. Yes. Yes. And the third part of that is just basically the root note, the B, doubled 1 octave lower. So you could play it either on the 9th fret here on the D string, or the 4th fret on the G string. I like the 9th fret here. So again, it's just basically. That's it. And yeah, you wanna try to pick it as clean as you can because it's tight, and you just want it sounding good. All right, so this is the next part. I'm gonna call it Interlude A, I believe. So it's very much like the interlude lead part that we just took a look at, except there's no triplets, there's no trill. It's just straight up even rhythm all the way through, at the same position and notes on the neck too. So it's easier actually. It's just like. That's it. And again, they play the same variations during the full band part. Actually, there is a slight change. Okay, so there's, like I said, there's 3 guitar parts during this harmony part. There's this part, which we'll call it A part, which is the highest guitar part. And then there's a part that doubles it just an octave lower. We'll call that the B part. And then it gets a little complicated because they alternate between, let's say, F sharp and E, and then back to F sharp. So the F sharp is the part that we took a look at in the interlude solo part. And then that guitar plays the same riff, but starting on the E here on the A string. And then down 2 frets to the 5th fret. Yeah, so it may seem complicated, but it's really not. It's just basically one pattern just moved to several different locations on the fretboard to make it sound really cool. So basically, I'll boil the interlude riff just down to this. Play it really slow. And that's it for the interlude. All right, 2 more riffs to go. This is the bridge riff. And that's played 4 times total. So again, it's just a simple power chord riff, starting on the 7th fret on the A string. You have the 7th fret on the A string and 9th fret on the D string. So you play 2 beats. It's all 16th notes. 3 beats of the E chord, 2, 3, and then you switch to the D power chord for the last beats in the bar. 2, 3. 4, and then you go up to the 8th fret, and then a passing note, 1, 2, 3, like that. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's a few passing notes in here. Let's pick it up at the beginning. 4. that's basically it for the bridge riff. I've seen them play it live all on the E string as well, which you could do. It's just switch it up a little bit differently here. Yeah, that may be easier to play actually because it's all on the same string. I'm just going by what the guitar tab book is showing me here. So again, the bridge riff. And it's, again, alternate picking, down, up, down, up. And this is the outro. Yeah, so they do repeat it twice more, or once more rather. And there are some harmonies in that piece as well. But before I get to those, I'll just break the main riff down. So it's, again, at the 7th fret on the A string, but you're playing an octave shape. 7th fret on the A string and 9th fret on the G string. Slide down. So that's 2, 1, open, 1, 2, 1, open. 2, 1, open, 1, 2, 1, open, and then the 5th fret octave. And then starting the riff all over again. Sorry, my mistake. So the harmony parts, in typical old school Mastodon fashion, they play the third above those octave stabs. So it's except here they play the 4th. So those frets are just the main one, I guess, the one which the riff is based around. That's the 11th fret, the G sharp, 11th fret A string, and 13th fret G string, which is the third of the E, right? Which is the first note of the first main note of the riff. And then the notes down here are the same. And then you go up to the 12th fret. And then going back up, you want to start at the 10th fret. So you're either sliding down one fret or sliding up one fret. You're sliding down from the 10th, sorry, sliding down from the 12th fret or sliding up from the 10th fret. So again, this is the main part of the outro. And the harmony coming up here. I think I screwed that up. Here, let's try it again. Actually, I think they end both guitars on the root. So the last note is, or the last two notes is just this. So again. That's it. If you in any way found this video and lesson enjoyable, educational, informative, or entertaining, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more lessons. If you would like a particular song instructed to you, or riffs or whatever, especially Mastodon songs. I'm a huge Mastodon fan, if you couldn't tell. I've got all of their guitar tab books except for Remission and Cold Dark Place, and their upcoming album, Hushed and Grim, which I'll be getting as soon as I can. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.